let's get cracking with the remainder of the month of December to take us up to the January transfer window. Very busy month in December, obviously. 8 games total. We're going to probably sim Bournemouth, actually, this first one. Then play Tottenham, Fulham and Leicester in the remainder of the episode. If you haven't seen the video that I put out a couple of days ago on the FIFA 21 career mode trailer and pitch notes, I know it's a long video, but it is very much worth your watch to get all of the information about all of the new features that are coming to FIFA 21 career mode. So do give that a watch, and I am asking for feedback in that video about the whole interactive match sim situation that is going to be a thing on FIFA 21 with regards how I go about making my content here on the channel, because there are now a number of different options available to us. Great to see Barrenechea get an injury within 60 seconds and have to get substituted off. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for that. White hasn't put Giovanni Reina on the left-hand side instead. I'm not sure. He's gone for Brian Son instead. But 0-0 as we push into the second half here. I would very much like to beat Bournemouth, to be completely honest, at home. You would have expected us to win this. They've had a man sent off now, and Claude Maurice gives them a 1-0 lead just in the same minutes. Thankfully, Jack Rolls equalises. I guess a draw is better than a defeat, but not necessarily the way we wanted to start the episode. To be completely honest, I was really hoping for a victory there, and out for 5 weeks now, and a Barrenechea. Well, that sucks. Thankfully, I guess because Giovanni Reina is left mid, not left wing, maybe I should change his positions, or add to his positions using the live editor, and actually add left wing in there as one of his options, so that in a similar circumstance it puts him in ahead of Brian Son on the left hand side. I think certainly that's something I'm going to do probably before this next game against Tottenham. I'll cut and then come back to you, but for now we're going to continue on and try and get ourselves some points to get back into the top 4 at the very least. Dropping 2 against Bournemouth there really isn't the best of starts, especially considering they were in a run of pretty poor form, having lost their last 3 games. You would have expected us to win that, and they are in the relegation zone. Never mind, eh? We crack on. Simulated games really haven't been that strong for us this season, have they? Last year, we were pretty decent in sims and in playeds, and at the minute, it's kind of only my played form that is keeping us where we are in the league. Where we are in the league currently is 2 points off 3rd, but now a full 8 points off 1st. However, we aren't even yet at the halfway stage. This next game against Tottenham will be the halfway stage of the season. So we can win this. We can hopefully go a little bit higher, get closer to those above us. If we lose this, we'll actually definitely drop at least 1 spot, because Tottenham will go above me. We've got Liverpool and Arsenal and Tottenham again in the month of January. Chelsea towards the end of the season. City and Manchester United further towards the end of the season. It's going to be a difficult final half of the year, but hopefully one that we can rise to the challenge of and get ourselves closer to the top of the table. I would like to challenge for the Premier League this year, albeit it being our first season, having the extra football of Champions League in there as well. So it's not necessarily going to be easy to manage our still currently quite small squad with the amount of football that we're going to need to play, but hopefully we can do so. Like I said at the beginning of the season, and judging by some of your feedback so far, I'll take more of that into account before recording January. I don't think I'm going to do any business in January. I'm just going to try and save the money for next season, and then next year we should get a huge budget, considering we're getting all of the Champions League money in as well. And as far as we can go in the Champions League, or the further we can go in the Champions League, the better. But Reina gets the start here then for the game away from home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and hopefully we can get ourselves 3 points. Right, Tottenham's 11. Paulo Gazzaniga in goal. Joshua Kimmich at right back. Foyth Kimpembe and Luke Shaw. Bentancur and Rodri Holding. J-Neil Bennett, Bernardo Silva at cam for them. New signing, of course, Bernardo Silva this year for Tottenham in this save. And Ismaila Sarr on the left-hand side. Bernardo Silva has 4 goals in his last 3 games, so certainly need to be wary of him. But the graphic also showed that Jack Rolls has scored 3 in his last 3 games, so they certainly need to be wary of him too. Their former player, of course, Jack Rolls. We signed him from Tottenham, as he was at Cambridge in real life on loan from Spurs. And he's now back at Tottenham in real life. I don't believe Jack's got another loan deal for next season yet, as Obviously, this season is still ongoing in many areas. European-wise, at least. So Campos will deliver this into the middle, and Abadia could try and get there ahead of Gazzaniga to give us an early 1-0 lead, but it's not to happen. We'll see what we can do in these opening stages still to try and get ourselves the advantage. An early goal could go a long way, as it has done in the past couple of episodes. Good early goal got us victories in games yesterday, or was it the day before? Can't quite remember. Recording a number of episodes ahead of time, but also we got an early goal against Swansea and still ended up losing that game late on by 2-1, didn't we? So an early goal isn't everything. It doesn't guarantee a victory, and we haven't even gotten that early goal yet, so certainly not guaranteeing anything so far. Bissouma going to have to go out wide here. Tottenham forcing me around nicely, chasing the ball quite hard whenever someone new gets into possession, but defending solidly so far as Spurs. Oh, nice tackle by Bissouma. Unfortunately, it fired straight back to Tottenham feet. There's Bernardo Silva. So tricky in a central area to deal with Bernardo Silva because he's so good in possession. Gabriel Jesus has been a fantastic goal scorer for Tottenham in this save. And Bernardo Silva's causing problems again, but Stefan makes the save at the near post, and Jose Mourinho can't quite believe that he hasn't scored that. Clearly knows the near post OP tactic for FIFA 20. Jose Mourinho. Campos with a really good header there, actually. Being a lot behind that. Being a tall man. Bentancur turns well. I don't know whether he's right or left-footed. Bentancur, he's gone on his right, and Stefan makes the save again to keep him out. Kimmich will take this corner from the near side. They're not going to go short. Swung in well. Up by Wilson. It's going to drop to Bentancur. He's going to go for the worldie. Stefan makes the save. We can't deny them the corner. They pull it back. Salisu's in the way. Kimpembe, of all people, that was trickling into the bottom corner. And Stefan again needed to stop Tottenham taking a 1-0 lead. Under pressure here right now at the end of this first half. Bernardo Silva trying to feel more comfortable showing him onto his right. But he's probably just as good on either foot, to be fair, to get a delivery in. Kimmich's deliveries have been pretty poor, to be fair. Only finding a Cambridge United player every single time. That one again failing to beat Campos at the near post. Reina played in here, and I'll try and dink it past. Not quite how I envisaged doing it, but it worked nonetheless. Joshua Kimmich isn't the quickest either, trying to close me down. And Jack Rolls is there in the middle, and arriving here is... Oh, Reina, it played the pass, but then didn't switch players. Reina was in, absolutely in. Just needed to take it in his stride, and surely would have found himself in the box with a chance to shoot. Well, a frantic end to the first half that somehow still sees us sit goalless. Abadia back to Bissouma. Rolls to Berger. And through. Oh, nearly through to Abadia. Nearly through. Bennett driving forward down the line. I'll have that. Oh, I didn't quite get there. And he stumbles but keeps possession, Bennett. This could be good for them, Tottenham here. Oh, and Bentancur's played in. And surely that'll be 1-0. It is. Buried at the near post. Well tucked away. Bentancur running from deep. Just too many people. Too many attacking players and not enough defenders back there to track the run and the potential recipient of a pass and close the ball carrier down. I had 3 things to do and only 2 players to do them with, and unfortunately ran out of defenders. Gabby Jesus back to Rodri. Liverpool go 3-1 up against Southampton, and we are really desperate for at least an equaliser here now to ensure we don't fall behind Tottenham now in the league table. It's really starting to become quite apparent that we need a larger squad with higher quality players or higher rated players for those simulated games than we currently have. This is slightly frustrating because the players that are lower rated are playing much higher or playing to a level which is much higher than their overall depicts. Hopefully the continuation of last season's dynamic potential allows those lower rated players to continue to grow. Otherwise I might need to bring in higher rated players that actually don't play as regularly for me but are just there for simulated games, and I might have a kind of a sim 11 and a play 11 rather than just the first team and a second team. We'll have to wait and see. That is not where I aimed at with Giovanni Reina. Oi, oi, oi. That's not where I aimed at either. Come on now. I need you to play the passes where I'm asking you to play them, please, if we're to stand a chance of getting back in this game. And I need to manage the squad here at the minute because we do have a busy fixture list with the way things are right now. I'm going to take Rolls off, put Campos to Cam, move Clark out wide. And then hopefully... Actually, do I bring Brian Son? I'm going to have to go attacking. I'm going to move Campos to centre mid. And I'm going to bring Brian Son in at Cam. Come on, lads. Let's get one if we can, if not two. Oh, skipped away from me really nicely. Salisu gets the block in. Doesn't really do enough. Oh, dearie me, that was very close to 2-0. Oh, but Reina could be in here, and we could be up the other end to make it 2-1 perhaps. Thankfully, no game on Christmas Day for us this year. Make the run around the corner, please, Brian Son. And he is in, but Foyth is there to make the challenge. Reina keeps possession. Sanderberger. Here's Campos in a deeper position now, but hopefully still able to... Oh, is that Clark winning us a penalty again? It is. Turns the defender. Luke Shaw comes in from behind. Ethan Clark. And the penalty against the North London club that guaranteed us Champions League football for this season with a last-minute pen against Arsenal last year. And he's crumbled there under the challenge from Shaw. We have ourselves a spot kick now to earn ourselves a point here against the North London side. Again, we are level. Agustin Abadia takes the responsibility as Jack Rolls is no longer on the field of play. We are level in North London. Hopefully, still enough time for a second. Clark's won it off him. Seol across to Sanderberger. Use the left back first. Now, come on, Reina. Get down that line. But keep the ball in. Good lad. Sanderberger. Brian Son's making the run. And through here is Campos. We lead! A quick-fire double! At the ready, the cavalry arrives. And Campos has helped us turn this around. Brian Son getting the assist. Campos pushing forward from that deep roll, like Basuma does. Bang! Into the back of the net, and, well, from nowhere, really, a penalty, and then a second. We might yet win in North London. That's better than we got against Arsenal last year, and it could be enough here to fire us back into the top four, just as the point against Arsenal last year kept us in the top four. Huge second goal for us from David Campos. Shaw down the line to Ismail Assar. I'm not sure if he was onside there. Apparently he was. Thankfully Salisu's underneath it. Salisu having just sealed a move in real life to Southampton. But he's at Cambridge United here, and he's winning games with us. Not necessarily keeping that many clean sheets, but we're getting results. Oh, what a turnaround. My only 2 shots of the game. I didn't realise we were quite that ineffective. Wow. 76 Abadia, 81 Campos, 2 in 5, and 3 points for United. City win 4-0. Manchester United win 4-0. Chelsea draw. So we are closer to Chelsea, but we are still 5th. On goal difference, continually behind Liverpool. And the goal difference is still going to be an issue at the end of the season if things continue to be as they are. The gap is still 8 points to City, but we are now just 5 behind Chelsea in second. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to top spot this season, but certainly second is a possibility. We've Fulham next. I do not want the Indian international manager's job. Thank you very much. Right, Fulham next, which will obviously have to be played with the rotated 11. As you guys have rightly pointed out in the comment section, there's been a bit of an issue with transfers coming in from AI teams from user players, where the transfer value is always there or thereabouts at value. Never do they bid higher, even if a player is, a starting player that's not on the transfer list. They'll always bid about value. I've brought it up to 5-4. He is aware of it and says that he'll be producing a fix soon. So just so you guys are aware. Obviously, we're not planning on doing anything in the month of January. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue for us in this save right now. But hopefully by the time we reach Season 9, it will be fixed. Because I will be looking to sell probably in the new season. I brought Sweeney back into this starting lineup as well. Sweeney at left back. Pereira Rock moved back to right back. And Leon Davies moved back to the bench, unfortunately for him. December 27th, Fulham at home. Fulham are 19th with 9 points this season. So on this season's form, I'm going to lose this game. And then we've Leicester away before MK Dons in the Cup in January, which we certainly should win, even with a sim. Right, Fulham, then Leicester, and hopefully a full 9 points today. Fulham, we're obviously playing their former goalkeeper against them here. Stephen Hargreaves, Mawson, Ben Davies and Joe Bryan, who single-handedly got Fulham promoted to the Premier League in real life, of course, with a brace in the final of the playoffs. Timmy Abraham, not Tammy Abraham, starting up top. Locadia on the left, Onuma on the right, and it's Hausner in goal for Fulham. Of course, Rodak starting for me now in this game. 9 points from 19 games, Fulham, this season. They should stay on 9. And we should hopefully go up to 39. But stranger things have and always do happen to me. So we'll wait and see how this game pans out. Palomino will find Evans. And eventually Pereira will arrive on the overlap. But not really at a pace that I can use. Brianson played in though. Spin the defender. And he can't quite race around Alfie Mawson, despite the fact he's fighting very hard to get the ball back off him. It's a clearance from the Fulham backline. But we'll try and get it towards the front line quickly again. Try and get that early goal. And it's opened up a bit for Nemecha here. And the runner is arriving. Palomino needs another option. Can't quite find it. And again, Fulham hold on well. Picked off by Palomino. Blessing trying to play the through ball. That really didn't work for him. Brianson. Oh, Nemecha's just slow. So slow to actually make a forward run. We'll find Ethan Clark on this left-hand side. Try and pull this back for Brianson. Actually gone towards Ollie Skip, annoyingly. Chance is gone. Evans picks up on that loose ball. Skip finds him again, and Palomino getting involved now. Brianson is there. Looking to get around the outside. The defender. Bury this across goal, please. Good lad. Starting to become very, very reliable. It's Brianson's left foot. Not sure about the celebration, but really, really high on confidence when in a position like that he's going to bury it. Top finisher, Brianson, even though his finishing stat isn't that high, I don't think. What is his finishing? 64. Well, his left foot feels like 94 sometimes. 1-0 Cambridge. Abraham played in. Oh, no, keeps get there. Oh, no! Simple through ball to Timmy Abraham, who then ball sits his way past the defender. And then ball sits his way to a goal as well. I cannot believe that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Burnley got very fortunate against us with 2 goals in a recent episode. And it's happening for the opposition again. Timmy Abraham on this occasion. Man that profits from a bit of fortuitous rebounding. Do some of that on my own, please. 1-1. Palomino to Pereira. Oh, come on. How on earth? Blessing inside. Onuma. Timmy. Not 2, thankfully. Rodak makes the save. Oh, as if Locadia kept that in like that. Palmer to take the corner. It's not the best, and Skip clears, thankfully. 10 minutes to go till half-time. Am I going to win that foot race? Come on, Josh. Don't do me dirty like that. Oh, and he's really showing off now, Onuma. Is he going to get the goal to go with it? No. Gets flattened as well, and thankfully no foul given. Actually, he's hurt himself, and he's going to have to come off here, Onuma. I didn't intentionally tackle him hard and go to injure him because he was getting a bit flamboyant. But unfortunately, he's got himself... Oh, yeah, his leg got caught on Mepham as I went for the block. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. I could actually check the injury list, couldn't I, with the mod after this game, if I remember, which you guys already know that I probably won't. But Onuma having to come off here just before half-time. And Fulham have been quite creative, but not yet found a second goal. I've had all of the ball, though, but only the 1 shot. They've had barely any of the ball, and I've had 4. Although, of course, 2 came from the actual goal itself with a blocked shot. Oh, still 1-1 as we approach half-time. Fingers crossed the second half will be, well, just as much possession from me, but 3 times as many chances on goal, I hope. Not really creating much today, am I? With 2 shots and 2 goals against Tottenham, and 1 shot and 1 goal against Fulham. At least my finishing is clinical, but not necessarily that prolific when creating opportunities. Don't let them score a second before half-time, please. Timmy, where's that looping? Onto the roof of the bar and over. Wow. Blessing, get in there. Oh, trying to get a bit more proactive in defending rather than just wait for them to pass and intercept it. Skip into the Metza, around the corner. Come on, Dominic. Come on, Dominic. We know you love to do this. And then bury it. Good lad. We lead at home. Cambridge 2, Fulham 1. Looking to get the same scoreline from the first game with what I believe was my second shot of the game. Are we doing it in the same fashion? We are. 2 shots, 2 goals again. So clinical. Skip. Bit of space for Clark. Bit more space for Briançon. Burst into that. Nicely done. Nemetcha's in the middle. And we'll find him. The 2 strikers linking up. They can celebrate together. At least I'm trying to make them celebrate together. They don't want to. Well, they must like each other to be playing so well together, surely. But unfortunately, not wanting to celebrate with the man that gave him the ball on a plate there, Lucas Nemetcha. 3-1. We have the extra breathing room now as they make a change at left back. That's not going to get you back in the game, I don't think. 10 minutes to go, and we should get ourselves that third goal now. That third goal. The 3 points now. Zamalet Danov. Oh, Mepham in the way. I don't know if he really knew anything about that. I tried to get there to clear it and got nowhere near the ball. What a turn there by Lucas Nemetcha. That was really nice. We'll look to send Briançon in behind. If we could get a fourth, it would really help our goal difference. Not able to get a fourth. But winning by more than 1 goal is certainly what we need to do in the majority of our victories remaining this season if we're to turn that goal difference deficit around. And even if we do win the majority of our games by 2 or 3 goals, I'm still not sure we will turn that goal difference deficit around, because the other sides, when they get their wins, have been winning by massive margins every single time. Oh, Briançon not quite got the space to get the shot off, but we do get the victory nonetheless. 3-1 against Fulham, and finally, the home ground appears to be becoming a bit of a fortress again. Had a bit of a wobbly spell mid-season, or mid-season so far, but
I've just got a couple of questions I want to ask you about the match.
In good form. We're unbeaten for 7 games now. Never in doubt. We went about 6 or 7 games without a win, and now we're 7 games without a loss. Really pleased with the way that we've turned it around. With Leicester coming up next, we're still only 4th as the other teams in the top 4 continue to win, but you expect them to do that. It's kind of going to be against them where we see things swing. We're going to have to beat the sides around us to try and take the points off them, because against everyone else, they're going to keep winning. I need to get out of the habit of losing to sides that are lower than us and not that good. We've been able to beat one of those today in Fulham, and hopefully against 15th placed Leicester, we can get ourselves another victory to, fingers crossed, at least stay level with Liverpool, if not actually go above them finally. That would be nice. We'll play in the black alternate kit, I think. Actually, no, let's play in the white kit. They might have white shorts, but this is white throughout. Okay, come on then. Let's go and beat Leicester as well. Leicester with Daniel Everson in goal, as has been the case for a while. Pereira, Blin, Soyuncu and Chilwell. Doucouré, Bakayoko and Fred. Fabry, Ellis Sims and Pereira Lage on the left-hand side. Denis Suarez on the bench. Kelechi on the bench. So some forward-thinking and attacking options for them if things don't work out for Leicester City. King Power's never an easy place to go and play against Leicester in real life. What they're like in this save, seemingly underwhelming, finding themselves 15th in the table so far and having a difficult season. And if their passing is going to be that bad for the majority of this game, then they will really struggle here as well. Sanderberger to Rolls, and we'll try and make them pay for giving away possession. Oh, and Abadia turns away beautifully and surely scores here. Oh! I put too much power on it. That's my mistake. Very, very near. Maybe I should have gone for near post as well. Very nearly 1-0 in the opening 5 minutes, but not quite. Oh, intercept that. Reina, come on, mate. Oh, Jesus. Could have intercepted the pass and then ends up on his flat on his face instead. Fabry turns. Goes back to Ricardo Pereira, lost that forward. Ellis Sims can't quite hold off the attentions of Salisu, and Reina will spread this. And that's a lovely ball, and we'll look for... Oh, come on! You've got to find that pass, David. You've got to find that pass. Sims in behind. Good tackle by Cano. How has he not been able to find that pass? I had so many men rushing forward there in attack to try and get the opportunity to take the 1-0 lead. I'll lift this with Aberdeen. I've underhit that. We're either overhitting or underhitting stuff in this first half. I can't quite seem to get it right. Neither can they. So, clean sheet, safe so far, but with other teams winning, and Chelsea have just scored a second goal in their game against Newcastle, although that is only to go back in front and not extending a 1-0 lead to a 2-0 lead. But with other sides around us in the league winning, and we expect them to continue to do that for the remainder of the season, I am going to have to win as many games as I possibly can between now and mid-May to stand us the best possible chance of winning the Premier League this season. Here's Jack Rolls. I'll look for Aberdeen. We'll get him in behind. Turn, find the space. And there's the finish off the post. We do have a 1-0 lead before half-time. And a very good finish at that too. Hurst. Comfortably taken away from him by Bissouma there. Leicester bodies flooding back now. But they might run out of bodies. Just trying to draw a defender towards me so it would open up space for someone else. But Reina not able to find the back of the net. Should have done better there. Really should have done better. Might have been my fault. Maybe I should have gone for a finesse rather than a powered laces finish. But it's poor from Leicester again. Not playing well here, Leicester. Certainly playing like a side that is where they are in the league. Sander Berger, he's not going to score. Aberdeen might though. Aberdeen won't though. Aberdeen might though. Aberdeen won't though. No goal. Oh, corner. Okay, fair enough. Cross to come in. I'll look for Salisu. And Salisu! Yeah, doesn't do what I hoped he would. Salisu again. Bissouma's there. And Aberdeen on his left foot this time. Ooh, rate that finish. Very much so indeed. Only a 3-star weak foot, I think, on Aberdeen. But buried very, very well. 2-0 Cambridge. Oh, it's a good whip. Knocked down by Hurst. Ducory inside. Oh, good save by Stefan. No. I was trying to clear it and I thought I caught the man and was going to give away a penalty. How they haven't scored there, I'm not sure. Leicester really should have buried that. Anywhere but straight at Stefan. Surely they would have got themselves back in it. But as it happens, that lack of clinical ability that we have been showing in today's episode is missing for Leicester. And they aren't able to get back in the game. Bissouma, I'm just going to try and hold on to possession, I think, for the remainder of the game. Leicester getting a little bit dangerous in these last few moments, and I don't want to give them the confidence to get back in it. Oh, he's just missed that. Bissouma will keep the run going. Come on then. And breathe a sigh of relief. Yves Bissouma with the run that Campos showed in the game against Tottenham to score a goal. 3-0. It's going to be our biggest win of the day. Chelsea score another goal. 4-1 up against Newcastle now. And that hammers home the point that I was making earlier on, that I need to get more goals. We need to ensure that when we do win games, we're winning them by two or more goals, preferably 3 or more goals. Because even if we just win games, I don't think that's going to be enough. Winning games isn't going to be enough because at the continual rate, we've been scoring as many points as some of those teams around us. Liverpool we've been joint with for ages. Even Sander Berger's getting in on the act now. We're not that far behind the teams above us, points tally-wise, but goal difference-wise, they are a mile away from us. It's not even close, like our +10 to their +26. We might be getting very similar results, but the AI are just scoring so many more goals than me on a much more regular basis that if we're to challenge, I need to be winning every game that I win by multiple goals. 1-0 here, 2-1 there. It's not good enough anymore. The quality at the top of the Premier League has moved on. Just winning games isn't enough. You have to win them well. I think we created more chances in that game than we did in the entirety of the other two combined. So, at least we're going the right way. I'll just tick over into January and maybe advance as far as that game against MK Dons. See if we get any growth from players or any bids in. As I've mentioned, and I'll wait until you guys have seen, this is going to be Sunday's video? Yeah, let me just set my video manager. This is going to be Sunday's video. I'm recording this Saturday morning. This is going to be Sunday's video. I'll wait until you guys have seen Saturday's video before I record tomorrow's as we start to push through the January transfer window. But I don't think... Oh, you are having a bubble. Giovanni Reina out for 4 months. Just as I'm saying, I don't think I want to buy anyone. Barrenechea should be back soon, right? Barrenechea should be back soon. 3 weeks for Barrenechea to come back. Oh, fuck my life. Well, I mean, I guess it means that Clark's going to get some more football, and Brian Son will get the chance to continue on. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anyone else. I'm not gonna buy anyone in this window. We have the. It's frustrating, but we do have the squad depth to deal with that. Aberdeen's up to 85 now, which is great. Still no 90 rating for Campos. Rolls and Cano have levelled off at 81 and 80 now. I think I'm still going to save my money. I'm still heavily leaning towards saving my money and going for Don Brown next season. Still got 21 million there, so if we do feel like we need to buy someone, then there's some money. But to adequately improve on the squad, I'd need to sell to buy, and I don't want to sell to buy at this stage. I just want to improve with quality players. So, I don't think I'm going to buy anyone in January. I will still wait for you to see Saturday's video before I make any further decisions, but I don't think I'm going to sell it. I don't think I'm going to buy anyone in January. I think we're just going to crack on with the remainder of this season. There's certainly bigger games ahead, Agustin. You're not going to play in the game against MK Dons. We will sim that tomorrow with that team. Actually, why? Oh, Rain will be on the bench here, won't he? Jesus Christ. Let's just put Campos on the bench. Why not? So, moving into tomorrow's episode, I will almost certainly play the entirety of the month. Well, not play the entirety of the month, but I will almost certainly show the full month in the episode. We'll play Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, for obvious reasons, sim MK Dons and Southampton, and hopefully come away with... Well, actually, there'd be another FA Cup game in there as well if we beat MK Dons, or when we beat MK Dons. So hopefully we can get the victories we need in the league and the victories we need in the cup. I'm not planning on making any signings, but we'll see how things transpire throughout the course of the window. I may have my hand forced if I get another injury to a wide player, but we do have the depth at present. To be fair, it's probably the only position we do have the depth at outside of goalkeeper, personnel-wise, to deal with those injuries. So at least we can be thankful that the injuries have come in the areas that they have. That'll do for today, though. I'll see you in the FA Cup tomorrow and with 3 huge Premier League games. Ta-ra!